Guinto, bro, with only Jericho. Wah.
Welcome to the Guinto Bro this podcast. My name is Karr Guinto, and here with me today is Jericho Belmonte. This podcast is for the politically incorrect, ignorant, or downright stupid commentary by Karr Guinto and Jericho Belmonte.
Let's go!
And maybe a few that roll with us eventually again. So we're back doing the podcast after what? 3 months.
Yeah, Karr always likes to take these hiatus.
I like to take hiatus because, I run this shit, so whatever. Anyways, the last podcast...
No lie, it's because you graduated university.
We'll get into that.
Karr cares about school, guys.
So the last podcast I did was with Taylor, everyone's favorite co-host, because I see the numbers and they're crazy, so...
Really? It's crazy?
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
Damn.
I know, it's up there. I don't know why people like
it. Why didn't you invite her? Why didn't you invite her?
I don't know. Just like sometimes I don't like chilling with females. Sometimes I need some just straight dude time. Anyways,
that's not weird.
Did you listen to that podcast, Jericho?
Nope, I don't listen to shit.
You didn't listen to it at all?
No, what happened in that podcast? Give us a reminder.
Well, I'm not gonna go into it.
Yeah, just like a synopsis.
Well, basically, we asked each other 21 questions.
Oh, no, I did listen to that one.
Well, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, I just thought that the best question is definitely about Tito Laro.
Why? What did you think about that?
I just thought that it shouldn't have been asked. But, like, it's not funny, but there's humor in there somewhere.
Yeah, because I don't talk about my parents.
Yeah, Karr has daddy issues.
I don't have daddy issues.
A little bit.
Nah, well, whatever. I don't know.
I
think
not
honestly,
as deep now.
Well, obviously, if you listen to it, like you can tell that I'm like
a little choke.
Yeah, because I don't like getting into like family shit like that.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Well, what else did you think about that podcast?
I thought it was good. I wish there was more personal questions, like really, like about dating.
About dating?
Yeah, because I feel like these two like each other.
That's what a lot of people think.
Hashtag bold statement.
Bold.
Hashtag bold.
Yeah, I think a lot of people felt that way after that podcast, especially. I don't know. But then I guess we could get into other stuff. Like, we'll get into, like, her and our relationship further on in the podcast, so you guys have to wait for that.
Yeah, listen.
Just listen.
Yeah, listen.
Anything else happened? Well, it's been 3 months. A lot of things happened, to be honest.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Oh, hey!
Oh,
this is a shocker.
Shout out, boo-boo.
So, like, what was the process? Like, one day you weren't, like, together and you were just chilling, and then...
It's... Well, I'm gonna be super cliche, okay?
Okay.
But, like, when we just fit, like... It's hard to explain, but I obviously can, but I kind of don't want to.
Okay.
But to put it in like a simple form, it's just like we just fit. Like,
and because you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, like you guys just didn't make it like official, like you didn't say it outright. You just like it
kind of like
continue just being the way you are with each other.
Yeah. But then, obviously, like, it's not like a open relationship or...
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive, but we just kind of like... don't worry about the date.
Right.
And...
You're just worried about being...
But then, I'll be honest, at first, I was like... I was kind of like hoping for a date. But then, when I realized that the date is so superficial... that I can treat her like extra special every day, like you don't have to have a special day to treat somebody to dinner or like be extra nice to them.
Yeah.
So I kind of like made like almost like a pact in my head, like I'm just gonna love her a lot.
It doesn't matter time.
Like it doesn't like time is not shouldn't be the variable for you to act like put extra like love,
right,
or extra effort. I think that should be daily.
That's true, because like time based, like people who do set dates,
it's just like a
constant reminder, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we've been together for like a week. We've been together for a month.
Yeah, and honestly, even if I did push for that at the beginning, I just know that deep inside of myself, I didn't want that.
Right.
That's why we don't really do I posted ours for Instagram because I thought it was such a cute picture.
The one picture you had with you.
That one picture we have together that's posted online.
Yeah.
I just thought it was super cute. So, and then the message behind that is that Canada's so cool. You know, like they let us move up here, and then
you guys found each other.
Yeah, and then we found each other here, right? Like,
yeah.
Obviously, if her mom didn't move to Canada and my parents didn't move to Canada, decided to move to Canada, we wouldn't exist, right?
Was it faith?
I don't want to like. It's such a.
I know that word is just like.
Yeah, I don't want to put that pressure on this relationship. Right. I just like obviously thoughts of meant to be or whatever, because we did know each other for a long time.
Yeah, and what was the issue before?
Back then, I just thought that I wasn't ready.
You were ready, yeah.
I wasn't ready in every aspect to be committed to a person exclusively like that.
Right. You wanted to do like your shit and just
not even because I wanted to hold run or whatever.
You just want to be yourself.
I just wasn't in the maturity level that I think that I have now.
Yeah.
So it kind of works out at the end, and I'm super thankful that we didn't get together back in the day.
That's good, because that was what.
But then it wouldn't work. I don't think it would have worked.
Right.
Yeah. So I just wasn't in that mental space that I could treat her as well as I think I treat her now.
So being in a relationship, what do you think like changed about you and changed about her, and like how you think about relationships? Like
you just have to. You can't be selfish. You can't be selfish with your time.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me that I find is finding time for everyone.
Right.
And then even my parents, my friends, and the gym. Although like she's very very supportive of what I want to do.
Right.
If anything, it's to me that kind of like I like hang out with her, so obviously I'm gonna pick that first.
Right.
And like my schedule is so jam packed already, so we kind of just find time that we can spend or whatever, and then should be thankful for that time.
Yeah, because that's cool that your relationship is like that. Because like when I heard you got in a relationship, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna see this guy for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like that.
Yeah, it's not like that now. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's very very encouraging of not being selfish with my time.
Right.
She always, if she wants to hang out, obviously she kind of gets first dibs.
Sure.
But then when she realizes that I'm not spending time with my friends, or I said, oh, I'm going to spend time with, say today, like with Karr, and we're going to record, she's like, it's fine, we can just hang out a different day, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very, very understanding.
Yeah, because I asked you if it's okay if like you're free or whatever. So
Yeah.
I didn't be like, oh, let's go now or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't force you to.
I think it's just like the time that we live now and the schedule that I have. It's just very nice that my friends understand that we're not always going to see each other, and time has to be like allocated like evenly or maybe not evenly, right?
Right.
I just like that all my friends like they understand, they're happy for me, and we just move on to bigger shit.
Well, yeah, it's because it's for you. It's been a long time since.
And it's honestly sometimes so shocking even to know that like you're in love and you have a girlfriend.
Right.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
A little bit scary, but take it in the stride.
Yeah, just like how you said that. Like for me, like I don't think I've ever got to that point where I came close to like.
Yeah, but like I said it in this podcast, and I'll say it again. Karr is just looking for somebody to break the mold that he created for himself. Which is I'm just gonna. I hate to say this, but I'm just gonna pose as a playboy, but to like filter girls and like to find the right one. And obviously, I think Karr is waiting for somebody to like change the dynamic that he thinks a relationship should be.
Right.
Because I think that when he thinks relationship, it's always like, well, I'm still gonna play hard to get, and they're gonna have to like almost force me to hang out, and now I'm gonna have to make a decision. And if I don't pick the right decision, what will they do? Will they keep pushing?
Sure.
And will they not?
That's
will they
understandable.
just give up, or would this guy's too damaged?
Yeah.
That's what I think, anyways.
Yeah, because like I agree with you at that point because I mean obviously I don't have it figured out, right? Because
but I feel like when people aren't intellectuals,
right,
they don't just let anybody in.
That's
because you gotta be able to exist in the plane of thinking that you're on.
Like
analyzing and like just be cognizant of what's happening.
Sure.
Yeah, because I think that as much as people play dumb, I believe that a lot of people think super intricate about what they'll do, or how they will handle things, or if she says this, what am I gonna say?
Right.
Yeah, this is what I think. I think people just like to play dumb, but they obviously analyze the situation.
If you're wrong and they're actually just not that analytical and they just don't know,
then maybe
okay?
you're not turned on. You're not. That's not one of your things that you look for in a girl. Then.
Right.
But I mean, it's
like,
also like fear. I think you're fearful to share your life with somebody.
Because I've done that with some girls, but then they just didn't have that same thing for me.
Yeah, but what's not fair is that you shouldn't judge everybody in that same criterion.
That's true.
And but you do.
Because it's because you know about that girl that one time I like went all in, and then I was so sure. Like we talked about this a long time ago. So, and then like I guess it
burn her house down. Don't worry. Just kidding. The house will be burned.
But yeah, like I went all in and then it didn't work out, so that's why I'm cautious.
But
now.
you hold on to that feeling that all girls are gonna be like this. Therefore, you're gonna miss all the opportunities that you're faced with.
Right.
And I think that's what happened with you and.
Well, say it. Who cares?
You and Taylor. I feel like you guys are kind of like perfect for each other.
You think so?
I think so.
Why do you think that?
Just because you guys have kind of like similar humor.
Sure.
You guys are both intellectual.
Sure.
And I think it just works, and it just scares you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the barriers are from a third party's perspective of why it's not happening?
The fear of the unknown.
Just fear of the unknown.
Yeah, like what's gonna happen when she dates an Asian guy or whatever.
An Asian guy.
And what's gonna happen if the love that she wants doesn't come right away?
Right.
Or the love that you want don't come right away, you know?
Right.
And then now you guys are holding the possible relationship to a standard that you guys can't meet.
I think so. I think that's accurate.
Yeah. It's true.
Because I think right now...
Because at one point you guys were... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but then she wanted to hang out, but you didn't. But now that you want to hang out, well, maybe not. She didn't want to anymore.
Right. It's I don't know.
It's like a push-pull, like a...
Yeah.
Like a dance and an effort, and do you feel like hanging out? Because you're a very, like, feel kind of guy. If you don't like the feeling of a situation or what you project a situation to be, you just will say no.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's what happens.
I don't know. She's gonna listen to this, and then we're gonna
talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that analysis. You know, like hearing it from somebody else, because there is this thing between her and I. It's clear, obviously.
There's something in this situation, whether that's a friendship or is that more than friendship, but there's something you guys want to share with each other that seems like you guys are just maybe not ready for, or you guys are at different points in your life that it's tough to kind of like give in.
Sure.
Like, to give that power is a lot for a lot of people. And
yeah.
I feel like for a person like me, like, I'd like to say that I'm super confident in myself and what I bring to the table.
Right.
That I don't have to worry about the stigmas attached to, say, being soft or being in tune with your feelings.
Sure.
And I feel like a lot of people don't get past that barrier.
I think you and I are at that point. Well, we've always been at that point where we don't care, like, if we put stuff
Yeah,
out.
like, you're not going to question my manhood. I mean, you can if you want, but I think I exist in a time that I was able to be myself.
Sure.
I'm able to be, quote unquote, hard, or like a softie at some point, or maybe people judge me. I don't really give a shit. I just want, if I feel something, I would like to express it.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like so much more healthier to not hold on to feelings like that.
Right.
Because it all comes out of you. Like, as much as you want to hold feelings in, it could be at work that it comes out, or like when you're alone, when you think about you're in your thoughts, kind of thing.
Right.
So for me, when I get feelings like that, I just say it, and it's not a part of me. It doesn't burden me anymore. I can move on from the situation. Where I think a lot of people, they're like, just stay in the situation, in a rut, and just hold on to that feeling and keep like manifesting it instead of letting it go.
Yeah, because a lot of people see it as like you should just keep your things private into yourself.
Not even that. Like, you don't have to share it with the world, but at least let it out. Like tell even if you're in a room by yourself, just be honest with yourself.
Right.
Like, I know this is a problem. I don't know when it's gonna end, or when I'm gonna finally like confide in someone. At least I'll say it out loud, so I'm not holding on to that feeling.
I think that what I'm trying to say is just that people just don't want to let anybody know. That's what I mean, private.
Yeah, and honestly, this life as people, I think it's always meant to be shared.
Yeah, because
and this is true in time, in our social gatherings, in our cultures. It's very seldom you find somebody that can actually be alone.
Yeah.
And be content with that.
Because I think you need different perspective in what your thoughts are.
Yeah, life is just meant to be shared. Like,
yeah, it's mostly.
But you can control the narrative. Like, you can control who you share it to.
Right, that's true.
But it's not meant to be lived alone.
Right.
Like no man is an island, right? Like, the village only works if everybody works towards the common goal.
Right.
And then like something about takes a village to raise a child or something.
I've used that quote so many.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, right?
So many
it's very
essays.
Nice. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've used that a lot.
So I think these statements or these phrases that exist through time, they don't just exist because of nothing.
Right.
Like, someone probably thought of the idea, and somebody probably lived it, and now it's easier for us nowadays in the information age, and the internet being what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy for us to access information.
Right.
Maybe that's also the reason why people like to be alone, because you don't really need a human anymore.
Right.
But it's just so much better that you can share your life with someone, that you can share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, everything with somebody you trust. I think it means so much more, and you can get different perspectives.
That's the main thing, because being stuck in your head is just...
It's like a prison, man.
Yeah, you think you're always correct in a certain way, but then when you see somebody else's side of it, it's like, oh wow, that's...
Plus, it's tougher to realize that you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always so easy to like, oh, whatever, that was my idea anyways. I was right all along. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, that's good. Your perspective on this whole thing.
I try to be open, man. I try to be like, I know that I'm not always right.
Sure.
And I know that I do have my own opinions about certain things, but so does the next guy.
That's true.
And then I don't want to rob anybody of their thoughts or their feelings, as long as you remain true to them, you know?
Yeah. Hey, man, this is like, it's probably one of your better podcast things in a long time.
Yeah, analytical. Analytical, Jerry.
Because to be honest, you've been pretty bad for a lot of episodes. But that's cool, man. Just the development, team developmental.
I just think that I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I've always embraced being the fool that makes everybody laugh.
Sure.
And nowadays, it's like, man, you're smart, man. You have good things to say.
Yeah, but sometimes
I just never. But this is definitely the biggest year of growth I've ever had. So
that's good because it's like obviously we're older.
Yeah, getting older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting more serious and your direction, and it's so nice to actually have a direction.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like you've
grown into yourself.
Sure, yeah. And then
accomplished
a lot of things this year, especially.
A lot of things this year, and then I don't know, just like not just following the status quo that people expect you to be.
Yeah, because you don't want people to figure out your whole being, like who you are. Right?
Yeah, I don't want anybody to narrate what I want to be.
Yeah,
I want to be in charge of that.
Yeah, you dictate the narrative.
Yeah, like I'm actually such a firm believer that you are your own story's protagonist, and you control everything.
Yeah.
And I know it's easy sometimes to be like, oh, okay, this guy's the funny guy, he always acts dumb, but
that's what you do in public. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck, man.
Yeah, but now I'm more because I used to fall into the stereotype that you used to be the class clown, you're supposed to make people laugh. You can still do that, but be intellectual at the same time.
Sure.
So I guess I'm just done being
the dumb guy.
Like I do know that I have things to say, and even if you think that's valid or if you think it's not, I'm still gonna say it how I want to say it, not how you want to hear it.
Exactly.
And that's such a tough concept for me to get over. And I feel like these past years, as I'm growing into who I want to be, it's just getting easier and easier and easier.
Yeah. And do you think people are just accepting of that and then they're okay with
that? I think so.
That's good.
Like for example, like people always ask, like, oh, what is team developmental? So I think team developmental at the start of it all is an outlet for me to put information about fitness that I've learned from school and from my experience, put that together and kind of put it to the world.
Right.
So at first it was definitely about fitness, but nowadays I feel like everybody is so caught up in the fitness thing in Winnipeg and like in the world. It seems like it's just the thing to do.
Right.
So what I want to switch to is just hustling positivity.
Yeah.
And that's why I always kept the hashtag love yourself. Like I feel like as simple as that may be, and as much as it's a cliche, it is the key to one's happiness.
Yeah.
And I still think that when people care about themselves and they love themselves and it just makes everything better in your life.
Yeah.
But loving yourself doesn't mean ignoring your problems.
Yeah, I think that's the
and
part where people get
common
confused.
misconception, right? Yeah. And it's not that. It's realizing what you need to do and filling out the how.
Yeah.
And I think that's for the most people, like it's just the how. It's kind of like hazy.
Yeah.
So this is why I work with people that I not deem worthy, but I kind of connect, and we have the similar like mindsets, and then just want to improve themselves, leveraging fitness, not the other way around.
Yeah. Because
a lot of people, I think that they leverage their goals as being it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to achieve, and that's not what I want to do. Yeah. Yes, you can still go for your PRs or your percent body fat or whatever, but you have to be understanding enough for yourself that it's not going to be perfect and it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you know something's wrong, you have to take a stand against yourself and against those goals and put yourself first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't do that, and they just deal with the ramifications of their actions.
Yeah.
And that's fine. but this is not what I want to do. It's not the message that I want to put out there.
Yeah, because
I don't necessarily want to preach about fitness.
Yeah.
I want to use fitness, but not let fitness use you.
Because team developmental is pretty. It started off, and I think you summed it up. Like what you said is that you just don't want. You want to keep getting better. You want to keep developing. Right. It's just all about improving.
Yeah.
Any way you can.
And any way you can, and it doesn't have to mean achieving a certain number.
Yeah.
It could be little victories like, hey, today, like I could have had 3 pieces of chicken, but I only had 2.
Yeah, or
that's a win.
You stayed up last night, you couldn't sleep, but you made it to the gym anyway.
Yeah,
something like
little things like that.
Yeah,
like I don't want to get preachy or whatever, but just give yourself grace when it's needed. Obviously address your bullshit.
Yeah.
And just be honest with yourself.
Because that's the biggest problem with fitness is that they have one goal, and then if like they get off track, they quit right away.
Or like everything seems like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, because it's not.
Oh, I couldn't reach this goal weight or whatever. Everything goes down. You reverse. You become like almost like you can't think. Like obviously your goal became your life.
Yeah. And
the goal is supposed to supplement your life, not be your life.
Right.
And that's kind of like what I want to push, is not specifically a target weight. This is why I don't do Transformation Tuesdays. This is why I don't really focus on a number. The number is there.
Yeah.
Like I give them the number, but I just supplement the fact that this is just a number.
Yeah.
This is just a weight to be lifted. You'll get there. Give yourself.
You'll get there eventually.
It ties into like our society being like instantly gratified
right.
about the goals. And I think just like take it slow.
Yeah, take it slow. Like not everyone works at the same pace, right?
And it's almost like the deadline thing. Like, oh, I'm creating myself a deadline, yeah. And
that's good to have.
Good to have, yeah. But understand that life is not perfect.
You're gonna go through other. You're gonna
go through ups and downs, especially if you're a busy person. Like this, when people work, right? And I understand this the most now. Like before, it was just like gym and a part-time job.
Yeah.
But now I have so many things going on. It's just like tough to allocate time to those things. But then at the same time, I don't want to feel not accomplished. And I don't want to feel like bad about not achieving certain goals that I had just because other things come up.
Right.
I feel like that's the definition of life.
Yeah.
Like you just can't be it's just so unpredictable.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like
but then if we build a solid core that hey, I'm gonna calm myself on my bullshit. I'm gonna try to work up to this goal. I'm gonna take my time, make sure everything's done properly. No cutting corners, no shortcuts, no nothing.
Yeah.
And just give yourself a timeline. Like that. Instead of being unrealistic and saying, oh, I used to always do this, like, oh, in 3 months I'm going to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah.
But a lot can happen in 3 months.
Exactly.
But I mean, like I said, but at the flip side, don't use yourself as an excuse. I feel like that's the thing that's missing in a lot of people's repertoire, like calling yourself on your bullshit and loving yourself. I feel like that's like the hardest thing to manage.
Because that's the thing with the fitness industry, right? It's just like it's all about like superficial things, right?
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
People forget like people who are really into the gym also have a hard time like. I don't know what other word to use, but they're also the most insecure about themselves.
Yeah, and this is just true.
Yeah, like you see these people like flexing in the mirror all the time. They're judging themselves like all the time too. And it's just like most people like that have like the attitude of like they walk around like they're all that, but then they're also struggling on the inside too with like how they look and all that stuff. And that's why my biggest pet peeve about the industry is just like, hey, you don't have to do that. I understand you want to like compete or whatever, but hey, be like
just be understanding and understand the fact that life is unpredictable. Anything can happen in a second or in a week or during a day, and just don't limit yourself from the goal.
Yeah.
Let the goal supplement your life, but like I said, don't let it be your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'll get there.
Because there's more than one goal in your life, or there should be more than one goal.
Yeah, but if you're the type of person to want to focus, go ahead. Cool. Yeah. That's just not how I'm gonna live my life.
Right. Which is
everybody to each their own kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's.
I guess at the end of the day, it's just like an observation.
Yeah, and I think how you should when I don't follow you on social media. Just like it's just my thing, right?
Yeah.
Then I see it anyway.
But you search it, you're stupid. It's harder.
But I think the way you should like showcase that is by actually showing, not even like other people's journeys with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like even just like a small video, like Jericho helped me with this, or this is Team Developmental. Like I'm part of this, and this is my journey. Right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things you do post, or it's yourself.
Yeah.
But then, like, you do have a lot of clients.
No, I don't.
Not anymore?
No, I just I keep it under 10. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's still like.
It's something, but it's not. Something. These people have a lot, man. A lot of fitness professionals.
Yeah, but then you shouldn't be comparing.
I'm not comparing myself
because you have a different like outlook on your program in general. So you
like, true.
You shouldn't compare like all these people who have like a bunch of clients who are
competing. But my end goal, and I'm sure you know this, is to affect people's lives in a positive way,
right? And
show them that there's a different way, that maybe something didn't work for them in the past, that there's always a different way to do things.
Yeah.
And to feel accomplished and to know what you're doing and why you're doing this.
Right.
That's why in every I'm always honest with my clients. I always tell them that if this is not working out, hey, a happy journey to you.
Yeah.
I never try to hold on to a client. That's why I like training people that have similar minds, similar way of thinking.
Sure.
And it's just like better that way for me.
Yeah, and I think you should showcase those individuals. I mean, I don't know if they want to or not, but I think that's a better.
It's kind of like my thing. Like because honestly, the same thing that a lot of people deal with right now is the same things I dealt with in the past.
Right. What is that?
Like being a certain weight, being able to lift a certain amount, how people perceive me, like keeping up reputations.
Sure.
Yeah. Which I don't know all that. I'm just gonna say how I feel.
Yeah.
I'll be real with anybody that asks a question.
Sure.
And pretty much push positivity. And I feel like it gets forgotten sometimes, or it gets masked.
Yeah.
Yeah. As something different. And you don't really get to experience real positivity.
Yeah, because the biggest thing, the difference between you and a lot of other programs or professionals is that you actually want a relationship with these people.
Yeah, I feel like that relationship first, I think.
Well, other people...
Because how am I going to trust... I just put myself in their shoes. How am I going to trust this person?
Yeah.
If they're not about it, you know?
Exactly.
It's not like I'm not about fitness. It's not like I don't care about if I can bench press 2 plates.
Yeah.
Those things still exist for me. They're just a supplement though. They're not my main goal.
Yeah. And if you wanted to make a main goal, you can if you want to.
I can if you want, because I've been there, you know?
Yeah. This is good.
Which I just want to understand how people think and how I thought and kind of cross-reference and then find the best way.
Yeah.
How am I going to get this guy to realize that if he doesn't start moving, he won't be able to spend time with his kids?
Sure.
He won't be able to keep up. He'll be that person that has to sit down every 5 minutes while his kids runs around and be crazy.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want that?
Exactly. Which is a big motivator rather than just the numbers, right?
Yeah, it's feeling, it's building something that lasts, longevity.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I always push mobility.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because that's the craze right now.
Yeah, mobility is a craze.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
everybody cares about it now.
Yeah.
Which is good. I'm happy. I just wish that it was way back in the day.
Yeah, because a lot of people who've done, like, just regular...
They almost kind of have to work backwards.
Yeah.
And forward again when they're ready.
Yeah, that's basically how older adult workouts work out right now. It's all mobility.
Like, I'm going to mention this in this podcast. I learned something in university that I didn't really understand when I first heard it. But now it resonates within my goals, within everything else in my life. You have to be flexible. You can't be one thing anymore in this generation.
Yeah.
AKA, movement is always the key.
Right.
And this is the reasons back in the day, like, oh, I can't move this way because I have too much muscle.
Yeah.
No. You choose to train this way.
Yeah.
It's always a choice, and I feel like if it's a choice, you can also choose another thing.
Yeah.
So what I like to do with TDTs is revolve it around movement. And the term that they used at the time, which meant nothing to me, was movement chauvinist.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I mean, I get the terms, but...
Yeah, just like craving movement.
Sure.
Craving, okay, like, why can't I squat ass to grass?
Because
a lot of muscles pull. And this goes again with the whole notion that we're always so tense as individuals. We're always stuck in flexion.
Yeah.
Not enough extension, right? So that's what I want to kind of preach, and it all has to be centralized around being able to move, being able to be malleable, being able to change. Maybe not like instantly, but
yeah.
In time. The ability to...
The prospect of getting to that point.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I want to preach.
Hey man, that's good though. Plug it quickly. Team Developmental.
Yeah, Team Developmental. We're working on like some stuff, the website. So yeah, keep an eye out on that.
Keep an eye on it. He's working on it.
Working on it. It's very, very busy, but we're trying to find time still.
Shit, yeah. Well, your own program, man. You have to.
I gotta sacrifice a lot of things. Yeah.
But yeah, what else?
That's about it. Just growing as a person and knowing that a lot of realizing your bullshit in life and addressing them, maybe not 100% of the time. Like, even if it's 1%, if you address your bullshit and you be honest with yourself and if you can't find the solution yourself, extend. Like, there's a lot of people that are willing to help you, but they can't help you if you don't ask.
Yeah, it's basic thing or whatever.
It should be basic, right? But it's not.
Yeah, it's like if you want to be better in something, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Like there's a lot of things that come into play with like ego or like pride. Is it pride and ego the same thing?
Nah, it's similar.
It's similar, but I don't think it's the same thing. So pride, ego, those are some of the things that you're gonna come across.
Yeah, like,
and the fact that you don't know always right. Like, I could be wrong too.
Right.
Like, you don't have to agree with anything I say.
Yeah, well, there's not one way to do anything, right? You can find anything and find a different way to do it, and it may be more efficient for you or efficient for somebody else. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even waking up early, like, hey, you gotta make sacrifices. Hey, I'm not gonna go out.
And honestly, like, I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Yeah. So
in my head, if it already happens, well, why would I fight it?
Yeah, just like, hey, do something about it.
Just go. Like, don't. Like I said, call yourself in your bullshit. Like, are you really tired or are you just lazy?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Hey man, that's cool.
Yeah, man,
cause
crazy.
Like, Yeah, that's basically if you want to get all these things accomplished, you have to do some sacrifices.
Do your research. Look for people that have experienced success in the field that you want to do.
Yeah.
See if it's possible. Check your financials. Check the people around you.
Yeah.
Just be mindful of everything around you.
Yeah, because it is the information age. You can basically find anything out there.
Yeah. Now, information age, right? Yeah. Everything is so accessible.
Right. If you don't know something, you can.
If you wanted to start a bubble tea place tomorrow, you can do it.
For sure.
But are you willing to do it though?
If you were, there's sacrifices that.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So, and I never.
And you have to be realistic, like. How
yeah, like
works.
SMART goals, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like be honest with yourself. Call yourself on your bullshit. Ask for help when you need it, and I'll see. I promise you'll get there.
Yeah. Hey man.
And don't put a timeline in something so delicate as life.
Yeah.
And put it like a soft launch or something.
Soft launch.
Put like a soft timeline because you don't want to spend like 10 years developing something that could have been done in 5.
Exactly. That's true.
So
and like, be consistent.
The consistency is always the key, I think.
Yeah, because some people, hey, I've done this for a week, and then they're like,
where's the results?
Yeah. This is like that's it, just a week, and then
just be honest with yourself and like say that you not everything is gonna come instant.
Yeah, that goes for everything.
Everything in life, and this is through my own experience and experience of others that I collaborate with, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Wow.
That's good. So, what other new things happened with you during this break? When was the last time you were on the podcast? Other than the ones you already said.
That's it.
That's it.
Just being mindful of everything.
Yeah.
That life is like this complicated, but it doesn't have to be as complicated as we make it.
Yeah, it's basically how you perceive it and
perception and
how you react to it,
and honestly being grateful for everything, even if it's success and failure and everything in between that.
Yeah.
As long as you're grateful for everything that happens to you, you'll be in a good place.
Yeah, because you could take that and make yourself either better or
like
worse.
I'm gonna bring this up, like, because I was talking to somebody about this. How we as children, we are bred to not like to fail.
Yeah.
That's why I think there's so much people out there that want to do other things, but they're just like so scared of failure that they won't. They won't even take a chance.
Sure.
Like a chance at love, you know?
Like a chance at love, baby.
Hashtag Karr.
Hey man, I failed fucking my driver's test 3 times, so like, hey man, I did it the 4th time and I got it. So I find the right ways to get to the 4th.
Yeah.
To get it correct. So.
But it just gets done, right?
It gets
well,
done
I didn't even get my license since I was like 23 or something.
Hey man, that's on you.
Yeah, but like, you know, but I just like, you guys kind of babied me though.
I didn't lose my virginity till I was 23, baby.
When did I lose mine?
That's I don't know. Too. You were before me.
A year. So maybe like, but I was still 23. I think 23.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares about that shit now? I just want to make this world a better place for the people around me. That's all.
Yeah, that's a good thing, babe. Yeah, but yeah, like during this break, last episode was April 20th, I think. And the week after, I had my grad dinner. Shit, I was so lit.
Yeah.
You saw the pictures there, right?
It was good. Oh.
I know, this sounds fucked up, but then I tried to get laid that night, but then I was too fucking drunk.
Would it have happened?
No.
No, like, would it happen if you weren't drunk?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, shit.
It's not like I'm trying to, like...
Lucky lady.
No, but, like, I was way too drunk.
Yeah.
I know. I just woke up like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, the Guintos, I mean, you gotta understand, if you come into their house, you're drinking.
Yeah, basically. And we're not alcoholics. We can control ourselves.
We just binge.
We just binge, man. This is like
selectively binging. I think that's what you...
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, that's like your style.
But yeah, there was like so many hot girls at my thing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened? I'm like, because like when you see girls at school, they like dress all scrub and shit, right? Like and you don't even.
So when they try, it's different.
And you don't even notice them. And then when I'm there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? They look so good today. And then but they're all so juiced.
I guess.
Like I didn't want to see, like I didn't want to guarantee I was gonna get fucking laid, but it's I don't know. It was like such a good time to do
like in the immortal words of Lil Wayne, confidence is a stain that you can't wipe. That's awesome.
Oh my god!
Shout out Weezy.
Shout out Weezy. Oh yeah. Then the next week I went to Punta Cana for my cousin's wedding.
How was that?
Too drunk every day. It was like the worst feeling of my life. Like I felt like shit, dude, the whole time. Like it was good shit though. Like I was eating like bullshit. I was drinking like bullshit.
Yeah,
then
which is something that you have to tell them that you don't do.
Do what?
You don't really eat like shit. You're
no,
pretty
I don't
good.
really eat like shit. But then that time, like, holy fuck.
Yeah, but what do you do? It's like all inclusive. How is she gonna have
Yeah,
fun?
but then like then after the trip, the big deal was that people are dying from fucking DR. They're dying because like resorts like that, they mix like acetone and whatever random shit into
For real?
To make it fake liquor.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And that's how like so many people died in Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's fucked up shit, dude.
These are facts. These aren't like opinions. Like these are it's on the news. So
yeah, that's messed
people are
up,
dying. Like everyone who went on the trip. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? We survived. That's crazy. Cause yeah, we had like mad diarrhea then, like on the trip, and then you see these people. They like had the same symptoms, but then they like.
Yeah, but you guys are so accustomed to alcohol.
To alcohol, that you think that's it?
The resistance, the tolerance is there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been like you and your brother and your family.
Family, basically.
Like, you guys can drink a lot, except for maybe Mr. Pukey over here.
Sometimes puking is the best feeling, man.
Losing control now.
Losing control.
Who sang that song?
But yeah, then after the trip, I guess it was my grad convocation, and then Jericho was there, and my family and other friends were there. It was a good time, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a weird moment because, like, yo, what the fuck? All this, the culmination of like mad.
Like all the schoolwork, it's crazy.
I know.
Which is weird because I almost didn't go to my convocation.
You didn't think it was that important?
No. At the time, I was like, I'm just ready to leave and like start the next process of the life.
Yeah, I just had to accept it at that point. It's like, man.
But for you, I thought it was a big deal. I would have been like kind of sad if you didn't go to your convocation.
I would no point I would not go unless I wasn't graduating. Right?
Yeah, well that's different.
Because like I had a feeling I might not be graduating. It was a little weird because I got no confirmation until that day.
That's so weird.
I know, like U of M's fucked up, so.
Yeah, they're big gangsters over there.
They're big gangsters.
Yeah, I mean they own our buildings. I even have like a little thing.
Oh yeah.
It says U of M.
But yeah, it was a good time. Like, I don't know, just seeing all your people who you've been with like for 4 years. Some people were like 6 years that I've been there since I was there.
That's good, man.
Such a good feeling.
And now no one can ever forget that you care about school.
Care about school because you made me a shirt.
I definitely did make a shirt. Shout out The Plug. At
Shout out
theplug.ca.
Yeah, that was a nice shirt.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
Got it right away too.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you were supposed to bring me like a foam head of my.
Yeah, but it was just like I couldn't find a picture.
You couldn't find a picture. I have so much.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call myself. I just like so busy. Like, it just like kind of slipped my mind.
Yeah, you were talking about it for so long. Too.
Yeah, but then the person that's gonna make our sign, they just got back from a trip.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm legit doing this for just like 10 seconds of like showing people like, hey,
I know him.
I know him. But it was cool. Like my experience from like an outside perspective, the convocation was run perfectly.
Yeah,
it was no bullshit. Let's just go pump out the graduates, pump out all the speeches. But then U of M has like multiple days, like even obviously more than U Dubs.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
it was cool.
It's a massive fucking school, right? But yeah, like, it's such a weird feeling afterwards, because, like, people come up to you, they're like, oh, congrats, and then they're like, oh, so what are you gonna do? And I'm like, oh my god, that's, like, the worst question I ask them, because, like, before, even now, like, I hate talking about, like, career and school and whatever, because, like, hey, man, that's not, like, all of me, you know? Like, and it's just, like...
Well, obviously
me,
people are going to ask you.
I know, it's obvious, but then it's, like, for me, like, I get a lot of pressure from those questions. It's, like, I have to have it all figured out right away. And, like, obviously...
I don't know.
Like, obviously, I've thought about it, but it's, like... I gotta stop saying, like, but then...
I know, we have to attend Toastmasters.
Toastmasters? That costs a lot, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But anyways, it's just... Yeah, that pressure, just, like, I hate, like, those kinds of questions, and... I don't know, that's why for a period I felt like, hey, am I even, like, still, I don't know, worthy of whatever? I don't even know what I'm worthy of.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
I don't know, I just put it in my head. That's why, like, I put pressure on myself to get all these things accomplished.
And I'm the same way. I think most people are hardest on themselves.
I think that as they should be, but then I don't know. It's how it is for me. Like even now, I've accomplished whatever a degree. I got a fucking job, and like, oh, why don't you have a girlfriend? I'm like,
that's gonna be like one of the hardest things I think you have to deal with, because the hardest part of being in a relationship, I think, is showing vulnerability and being seen as weak or like not as much defenses or whatever. And I know a lot of people like build themselves up so that no one can ever get in your heart kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's the struggle I'm having right now, because it's like a lot of...
You gotta let people in if you want visitors, you know what I'm saying?
But it's just that it's like a struggle, like, between two egos. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, it's just... I don't know why
you gotta
it's a battle.
You just gotta work on it. You just gotta be honest with yourself and call your bullshit, and sometimes leap.
Sleep?
Leap.
Oh, leap.
Take that leap.
Take that leap. Like, ask them out.
Not even that. Whatever that may be to you. Maybe that's like replying more. Or like not being so secretive. Or like being honest and letting your guard down. Which is, I think that's the biggest part for you. You'll never let anybody in.
Yeah. But I've asked people out and they said no.
But then you can't. That doesn't stop you.
Like, if you don't want to do anything, I guess I won't do anything.
Yeah, then move on to the situation. But not. I'm not saying force interaction.
Sure.
I'm just saying welcome it.
Yeah.
Realize when it does come time when somebody asks, "Hey, I finally have time today," whatever.
Sure.
And somebody's finally ready, maybe to explore the feelings that they have for you.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, but then when I asked you, you said no, but now you wanna go hang out. I'm like, nah, man. Too much of that stuff going on.
Do you think it's still the guys? I guess. Role?
No, it could be both.
But
like, to ask out first.
Yeah.
No, it could be both. I feel like we exist in a time that there's a lot of strong women out there.
Yeah, I fucked up. Like a lot of girls who've asked me out, I've like not did it.
But why?
I have no idea. That's
Come
fucked up,
on.
right? I think I find so much things.
At least explore the feeling. Like, why?
So at the time when this girl asked me out, I was super busy with school and shit, so I didn't have time to do that. I think that was a good excuse.
Yeah. That's definitely a good excuse.
And then some other girl, I just found ways to be like, it's weird, like.
You're creating
there's stuff going out. There's stuff going on with her that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that this is what humans are, man.
I know, that's why I find a lot of things in my head that are wrong with them, and I just don't do it.
Yeah, but then that's a you problem.
I know, of course it's a me problem.
So address it.
I did just now.
Oh wow! making moves.
I just told you that.
Woo, nuts! But I already knew that, so we told the world this now. Yeah, or whoever's gonna listen to this.
I gotta know. There's some good deets in here, so
I think so.
But yeah, like connecting. Well, I don't know.
Now we're gonna talk about our love languages.
Okay, go ahead. You brought this up to me.
Okay, so I gotta bring up like what Karr's love language is.
Love language. You gotta like describe to people what that shit is.
People know. People read that book. The book is like a bestseller.
Just because you read a book doesn't mean you
Okay,
know
so
shit.
essentially the 5 love languages are words of affirmation.
Sure. What does that mean?
So that's like using words to build up the other person. Like thanks for, taking out the garbage or stuff like that. Or like, I don't know. That's pretty much the only thing here that I can think of.
Okay, next.
So number 2 is giving gifts. So here, I got this for you.
Sure.
Yeah. This is like a Valentine's Day thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then acts of service. Doing something for your spouse that they know that you know they would like say cooking for them.
Sure.
Quality time, obviously self-explanatory. Like I think this is the biggest for me is time.
Time. Sure.
Yeah. Especially now more than ever is quality time.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people obviously physical touch, which is
touch.
kissing, sex,
Sure.
whatever.
That's 5.
Yeah, that's the 5th one. So which one do you resonate with the most? You can't say all of it like you said earlier, but
Okay, what is 2?
2 is acts of service. It's like cooking someone's meal, washing the dishes, vacuuming the floors.
What's 3?
Oh no, that's 2 is gifts actually. That's 3.
2 is
Acts of
gifts.
service is 3. 2 is gifts.
Oh.
Like
I have to be 1.
1 is words of affirmation.
I have to be at least only one of
Oh,
these.
only 1. Yeah. You resonate with the most. Then you can rank them.
Resonate with most.
Because this can actually fix a lot of your issues, I think. If you knew, if the couples knew their love languages, it's so much easier to communicate.
So, words of affirmation. What is that? What is that? Like, what is an example of that? Like just giving compliments?
Yeah, like maybe like I love you and stuff. I think that's might be words of affirmation.
I don't know about that.
Like I miss you. Yeah, that's about it. But the example that they had here is using words to build up the other person. So the example is thanks for taking out the garbage. Something. Not that it's about time you took out the garbage. So it's delivery as well as choice of words.
I see.
Yeah.
Because I'm caught up in doing 2.
Okay, which was top 2?
It's words of affirmation and gifts.
You like that?
I think that's what I do, just out of...
Oh, what you do. That's how you communicate.
That's how I feel. Is that what is it for
Yeah. That's pretty much what your love language is.
Because
how do you convey... Oh, yeah, you said flowers.
I said flowers to so many girls.
Doing chocolates and shit.
I spent so much money. Like, you can look at my account, and I'm like, yo, I spent so much money on these girls. Hey, and they're not even my girlfriend. That's cool, though. Because, yeah, like, I give a lot of girls gifts, and they don't ask for it. I just, like, do it out of, like, you know, just because I wanted to. Then words of affirmation.
Do you do it sometimes because you can?
It's both. I mean, if you want to do it and you can do it, just do it, right? And then words of affirmation. I think a lot of girls who I deal with, they have a lot of, like, they're critical of themselves a lot. Mostly it's physical, but then, you know, that's why, like, I give them words like, hey, it's good that you're improving, but the way you are is, like, for me, is what I like anyway. But then it's good that you're making a choice to keep improving and whatever. Stuff like that. That's why I'm caught in between the 2.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually super surprised you didn't put sex.
Well, just because... No, because it
doesn't have to be sex, by the way. It's touch.
Because like the girls who I had like stuff like sex with, basically, I don't like them that much. I like them enough that I would do it, but I don't have like.
So it's just like filling a need.
Yeah. It's just.
It's not really love for you.
It's not love for me. That's why like I'm not with any of the girls I've fucking had
sex with it.
Like multiple times, so like
yeah,
it's just the thing.
I get it.
That's why I didn't rank it like
Yeah,
that
number
high.
one. Yeah, that high.
Third would be. What are the other?
Okay, so you picked words of affirmation and gifts. That's like the first two.
1, 2.
Acts of service is number 3. So that's like doing something for them.
Nah, that's close to the bottom. For
Okay.
sure.
Well, quality time. That's also close to the bottom.
That's close to the
Yeah,
bottom.
because I know you can exist without seeing anyone. You're kind of one of these special cases.
Yeah, basically. Well, basically, I have a 1 and 2, and then anything
Anything else in the bottom, man.
Right.
No such order.
No such order.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your shit? What are your numbers?
Time is number 1.
Sure.
Really, really good. Oh, shit.
Time is 1.
Time is 1.
Where's the affirmation has to be 2 for you?
Yeah, words of affirmation is
Okay.
2.
Physical touch is last for you. Don't
Physical
lie.
touch is last. Gifts is 4, I guess, and then physical touch last.
Yeah. So what's 3?
3 is 3, so acts of service.
Acts of service. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I feel like acts of service can creep up to number 1 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's like a fluid 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'd like to think all my love languages are good. Like I can.
Your physical touch is good.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
It's up to you. It's your what you perceive what that means.
I choose to say nothing about that.
Okay, thank you.
I choose not to say nothing about that one.
All right, that's good. So, like, having this figured out, what is that? What should that mean?
It's just like it's the way you communicate, and communication is the key, right?
Sure.
And like I said with my girlfriend, I just like that we can talk about our problems.
Yeah.
And I'll reveal this one thing. I don't know if you guys will get to this one, but there was one time that I was feeling like away, right?
Feeling away, like
yeah, like a
relationship?
certain way about something.
Oh, okay.
And I'm the type of person I'll eat the feeling. I'll eat it. I'll bottle that shit up.
Yeah.
Just for everyone to feel comfortable.
Sure.
But she legit like dragged the problem out of me.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy for me to have met somebody just like her.
Yeah.
Because somebody would take the time to
that would want to do that.
even if it's their fault, even if they're wrong, they still want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing to me.
Well, that's good. That's
To
you guys are together.
To be in that like level of understanding with the person that you love and the person that you want to obviously spend
time with
and to call that and it's actually so tough. It's tough for me to say how I'm
just working
how
out,
grateful I am for this girl.
Yeah, and that's good that you found it because I mean
Tough.
I've been with like I don't know with you for this whole
we kind of grew together kind of thing.
Yeah, because like we were the single guys like while everybody else were in a relationship, right? So it's good that you finally
found somebody to like not deal like to want to have something together. And that's I'll be forever grateful for that.
Yeah, because it took you a while for
it took me a while
because you knew this girl for a while.
But it took me a while to figure out my own shit.
Yeah, I'm happy that she fucking forgave you for that.
She actually says that it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I'm still grateful for what we have now and what we had before.
Sure. I mean, I guess the first time was just like a learning thing for both of you too, right?
It's good. It's just easy when you can talk to the person that you love and you choose to be with. And
sure.
It's better than like not being able to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it's hard, kind of thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Like for me,
I think you just need to, I don't know,
open myself up.
Open up, man.
Open up.
Yeah, what are the hours over here?
What are the hours?
Yeah, but I honestly think that when you finally figure out your own shit and you're finally ready to open up and you do get shut down and you do fail, I just hope that you don't close the door.
Hey, man.
Because you never know. You never know who's going to come through that door.
Hey, man, I open up sometimes. There's some people I have, just didn't work out. So,
but at the same time, you can't judge other
Everybody,
people for somebody else's faults.
Sure.
Yeah. You just gotta have to give them the benefit of the doubt, even if it hurts.
Sure. But then the other person has to be like willing to do the same.
Yeah, and honestly, like it'll take a lot more than just you opening up.
Yeah. Which I think
it's
is
timing. There's a lot of things to consider with all these things.
Sure.
It's kind of like when the girl I'm with right now. I'm just like grateful for everything that we share, and the fact that we can talk about everything that kind of bothers us, and how do we get to a place where we can both exist in love, and that's just super tough to find nowadays.
Yeah, because there's a lot of options out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you should just.
And I always say that I'll love her intentionally, and I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Not by chance, not because I have to, but intentionally, because I choose to.
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad you found that, man.
Shout out Mario. Is that Mario?
Shout out Mario. But yeah, you want to get into some pop culture shit that happens?
Yeah, I actually don't really pay attention, even though.
Well, you watch Avengers, right?
Yeah, are they re-releasing it or something with the?
I mean, they have. It's pointless to watch the re-release.
What
did you think about it?
Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome, man.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, I'm gonna be like everybody else in like the last part. That was sick. I am Iron Man shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. He died.
Yeah. Castang, he died. It was awesome, man. What a good culmination.
Culmination of
events.
Yeah.
Like it is the perfect ending they could have.
Yeah, I didn't think they could do any better. Than
no flaws, no nothing. Just how it should have ended.
Right when I finished it, I'm like, man, this is like one of the best movies I've ever seen. That's why I've seen it like 6 times now.
Yeah, I downloaded the shit version just so I can watch it again.
Ah, you didn't have to say that. Oops.
I mean, I didn't.
Yeah. Did you see Spider-Man?
Far From Home? No, not yet.
You should watch that. That's really good.
Yeah, but I watched all the spoilers.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
You read the spoilers?
No, I watched it.
How do you watch spoilers?
Go on YouTube, type in spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home.
And they show you scenes?
They show you pictures. They explain everything.
Oh, I see. I see. What else? Did you watch the new Black Mirror?
No, I didn't. Not yet. I heard it's pretty crazy, the first episode.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I'll definitely...
We'll talk about that. What else came out? Yeah. What's that Asian movie that came out?
Oh yeah, Always Be My Maybe.
You saw that?
Amazing.
That's great.
But the best part is the white guy. Keanu Reeves is awesome in that.
The white guy. Of course, Keanu Reeves. This is his time.
He's nuts.
He's like, so awesome.
Oh my god! Like this guy's Neo 2.0. It's awesome. But like out there, over the top, and like satiric, and it's great.
That's a good. Like it's good that these fucking Asian movies are coming out.
Yeah, like all these. Like, yeah. Like, Sun is also a star.
That is not a good movie.
It is. It's
not
so
a good movie.
I'm biased though.
That's a terrible movie.
I'm biased. But
dude, I was watching it like, yo, what the fuck's happening?
Maybe because you didn't watch the good quality.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. You don't need good quality to watch this shit.
I love that movie.
It makes no sense. Like how fast they moved. Like, yo, what the fuck's happening? What is that?
Maybe that's what's holding you back, Karr.
Then I
a little bit of magic. A little bit of faith.
That's not how it works. You don't just meet someone and they fall in love with you right away.
It could happen, man. Stranger things have happened.
Like what?
I mean, I have a prime example. I just don't want to use it. I'll tell you later.
Oh my god. I don't know. That movie didn't make sense. But yeah, like, what's that movie? Always Be My Maybe? Oh man, that hits so much like Asian shit that
Ali Wong, man.
No one can relate to. It's like, yo, this is so Asian. Like the one where about the parking with the handicap. I'm like, yo, that's what fucking Asians do. They find a way to fucking bypass the
system.
The system. They park in fucking handicap spots.
That's some fucked up shit. I never parked in a handicap spot. Just say.
They make fucking parking lines for themselves.
That's funny.
That's fucking.
But anyways, it was such a good movie, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Randall Park, right?
Randall Park.
He's amazing in that movie. He's funny, man. That's just a funny guy, and like the over the top Asian hippie.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. Like she was on the Amy Winehouse tip for sure.
Great movie. I think everyone should watch that.
Yeah, everyone should watch.
Not even if you're Asian, but then.
Yeah, Karr Reeves is great.
Yeah, like even fucking any other race, they could watch that and be like, oh, these, like, if you have Asian friends, you get it. But yeah, that's representation that.
It's good representation, right? And then what's the other one? The Asian one, the big one?
Crazy
Rich Asians. That was good too.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, it was so good. The guy, Jimmy Wang Yang, I think.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Is that him, right? Jimmy Yang or something? Jimmy O Yang. Jimmy O Yang. That's
the cousin, right?
Yeah, he's awesome
so
there too.
Funny.
Hilarious. He's from that show. I forget which one. I think it's not Weeds, is it?
I don't know.
I
didn't research. But
he's in that show. It's hilarious too.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
With the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. No, I'm talking about.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Silicon Valley or something. I think it's called.
Which one?
Silicon Valley.
Which guy are we talking about?
Napoleon Dynamite, the white dude.
There's like one white guy. The main guy.
Yeah, the main guy.
What about him?
He's in the same show as that Jimmy O Yang guy.
Oh, but you don't know it.
I forget the name.
Oh my god.
But that was good. What's pop culture?
Yeah, what are the exciting things?
You know better than I do.
Well, I don't know. You haven't watched these shit.
I mean, keep going.
I'm surprised you didn't watch fucking Black Mirror.
I just don't want to get into it, man.
Huh?
I want to be like, I finally finished the, what they see or something. What is it called?
Oh, When They See Us? Can we talk about that?
So fucking frustrating.
It's fucked up.
So fucked up. At first, the head prosecutor, she was being so nice. I thought she was actually on their side.
No, she's a fucking prosecutor. Why would she be on their side?
Yeah, but I just thought they always being so nice to the kids. And
but then that's what they're paid to do. They're paid to prosecute, right?
Yeah.
You have to take a stance. Like, she was the nicest one that was actually a bad guy. A bad person at the end. Because, like, her job is to get these kids, to help her client, which is, like, finding who killed this girl. Not killed. Who raped this girl. That's her role. And she, like, you can see that she didn't want to, but then that's her job, right?
Tough.
It's crazy. Just how they got them to...
Yeah, and they're kids, man.
Do that.
That's messed up, dude.
I know.
That was hard to watch for sure.
Dude, what's his face? The guy who went to the adult jail.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was so fucking sad.
When he was in solitary, I think.
And in solitary and all that. That was the saddest part of the whole series. That's like, I was so scared to go to like any kind of fucking prison or jail, like because of that shit. It's like, yo, you're gonna have to deal with that, what he dealt with, and just getting caught up in rape, yo.
That's why it's so relevant now. But I know they were telling a story back in the day. That's crazy, man.
Because that's still how it is right now.
Yeah,
basically.
But then now
even more so.
But then it's better in a sense that CSI.
There's better technology.
Better tech, yeah.
Yeah, they could have used CSI better.
And then Google.
Yeah,
Google satellites.
And like the way the guy confessed, that was one of the craziest parts because he basically, out of just randomness, confessed to it, right? Well,
Crazy.
did you watch the special after?
Oh no, I couldn't watch any more of that shit.
Oh my god.
Too much. I watched the. I want to say Oprah did the interview.
Yeah, that's the special.
Oh, was it special? Yeah, I did watch that. I did. Yeah.
That one guy who said he's like, yo, my life's over because of what happened. I'm like, yo, and then everyone was crying. I'm like, I didn't cry because like it's stronger than that. But.
Yeah. I always say the same.
Yeah, but then that really hit me that day when I watched this. Like, man, this world is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And I like had a dream like a week after that I experienced the same thing.
For real?
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
I know. I had a dream that like
I got charged?
I got charged with rape and then like I tried killing myself. I thought it was so fucking real. And I woke up like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yo, I'm getting goosebumps. Good stand up.
It was crazy. Cause like those I've always felt this about watching like jail shit. Like if I was in that thing, like I would just be like, yo, just end it. I'm not gonna be the same after this.
Yeah, you wouldn't fight?
I wouldn't fight.
Damn, bro, it can't be like that.
Hey man, you see these people after like most of them, they're like fucked up. They're not even accepted into society.
But I feel like
their case is different though. Because they didn't actually.
They're innocent.
They're innocent, but I'm saying like all that time, that's crazy.
And honestly, people that get charged with rape or like
they're outcasts.
molesting, you're marked.
You're marked forever.
Not even that. You're marked by the inmates.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you fuck with chicks
I think they call
or
them
kids,
animals or something.
Yeah, you're the worst shit. And if you fuck with rape, anything to do with kids,
you're fucked. You're fucked in prison.
Yeah.
They're gonna mess with you, dude.
I know. That's the worst part. Like in and out of jail, you're basically marked.
You won't be able to get the job unless you are connected or whatever. But
or you start your own
still,
shit.
Right?
Yeah.
That fucked up shit, dude.
I know. That's the scary part about it. Yeah.
Okay, move on. I hate that movie.
You hate that? I thought it was so good.
No, I even hate because I just like, wow, this is happening.
It happened a long time ago.
It's nuts.
Like I heard of the case, but I didn't go into thorough about it because I watched the show, I watched the documentary, and then I watched the special, all in one day because I needed to know more.
Do some research or something.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like the dynamic of then and now is like not that different, and it's like a 20-year difference or 30-year maybe. And it's even more scary now because like more people are getting charged with assault and rape more often than not. Just out of like, when people say that you did and then you're guilty right away. Right?
It's almost like you get it's a different kind of procedure when it comes to.
Yeah, you're guilty to the public. Yeah. Once that gets out, it's
like kind of like no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. You could be innocent, but then if someone even says something,
coerce the story,
yeah, or
corroborates the story, so it's like you're guilty.
And that's like the hardest part of how it is right now.
That's crazy, dude.
I know.
I can't believe you had a dream. Damn.
I know. I told somebody else about that right after, so I had to tell somebody because it was so crazy to me.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. What else? What else did you watch? What else did I watch? Oh, there was have you heard of the story of a guy who committed suicide through text? Like there was a couple.
Yeah.
He was going he had all these mental issues and he wanted to commit suicide, and his girlfriend basically kept telling him just to do it, to commit suicide.
Okay.
Basically pushed him, and he did.
Oh, he did.
And he did
through text.
Through text, and then she
got prosecuted for murder.
Yeah.
What degree?
3rd or 2nd?
Like
Third.
involuntary or voluntary?
Involuntary manslaughter. That's what it's called. Can you imagine? Like if.
But what kind of person would urge somebody to take a life?
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree?
Like when I watched the documentary, I was like, how is this even happening? What was her mindset at the time when she was doing that? But she was also like on a bunch of meds, and she was suffering like, I think it was schizophrenia too.
She was also having mental illnesses?
Mental illness as well.
Shit.
So the defense was that she was.
But she got prosecuted and she went to jail?
She's in there right now. She's 15 months, I think. Yeah, it's not that long, but it's still. And she got prosecuted, and the defense was like she was not in her right mindset to even.
Yeah, if you plead crazy, apparently you reduces your sentence or something.
Yeah,
like or you go to a different type of jail.
Yeah, and they were, because they basically prosecuted her because of the text leading up, but then the day of, instead of texting, they were calling each other, and there was no log.
How did he die?
He locked himself in a car, and then basically got like poisoned through the gas and whatever.
In the car?
Because he started it, and then the gas, like, I think there's a pump going inside his car, like the gas.
Oh, he
connected it inside.
Yeah, like CO2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'd kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then
carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
That'd kill you. Yeah.
And the prosecutor said that she texted him, go back in the car because he left, and then they were saying that she told him to get back in, but there's no record at all that she said that. And that's what the judge said made her guilty, but then they have no record on it. So right now they're trying to fight that because the case because she didn't actually say that. There's no proof of that, other than what
the leading up, the text messages leading up
and after. Because
but then can you really confirm that that's what killed him?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what they're arguing, and that's what it's how that
U.S.
Yeah.
Everything can happen in the U.S. Man.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit.
Happened there.
But yeah, the biggest thing for me is like it set a precedence that you can go to jail with text, basically tweets and posts.
Yeah, I gotta be careful, man.
That's why this case is so important because technology, stuff like that, you gotta watch what you say online now.
I agree.
And I don't know, a lot of people say a lot of crazy shit online.
Yeah, dude. Well, say like, oh, if I wish death on somebody online, and like, say they actually killed themselves, am I liable?
Exactly. That's
right?
what they're. That's what the crazy thing about it. It's like, are you liable? Like, were you
just fucking around or?
Exactly. That's why it's so scary that this thing happened and why it's so important right now.
I agree. Damn, that's so relevant.
It's scary. Scary stuff happening. Yeah. Anything else new?
That's it. I think we wrap it up. I think that's good.
Yeah. Man, you went deep in this one.
I know.
Finally.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotta catch it in the right time.
Catch it at the right time when you're not.
Different moments.
Different mood.
Moods.
Different mood.
Yeah, I was in a.
Not in the right mindset.
Yeah, like it's just somehow this is kind of different. I think it's just me and you. That's why.
Yeah. You don't think the other people's presence might kill that?
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. That's you.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
your words. But I don't know. It's just like
there's different dynamic when it comes to like.
Yeah, on who you hang out with or you talk with.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the goal of this is just to shed light in different topics. So.
Yeah, because some people are like dominating personalities too, right? That's why some combos work, some combos don't.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's it.
You want to get into some plugs? But
just like follow me on Instagram at Team Developmental. And the website is not live, so don't go on there.
Oh my god! You can still with the emails, right? You can,
Yeah, you can email me at if you have any questions or if you want to inquire about training or if you want to know more of what kind of I want to do, which I pretty much divulged everything here.
Yeah.
Just email me at teamdevelopmental204@gmail.com.
Follow that.
And then this Instagram is probably the best way to get a hold of me right
Team
now.
Developmental on Instagram.
Yeah. That's about me. That's me for now.
So for me, Karr Guinto, you can follow me on Instagram, Keeping Up with the Karr. Snapchat, Karr. That's where I send all my DMs, baby. Sliding. Facebook.
Don't check on me.
No, I don't want to get flagged for that. Stop it. So Facebook, Karr Guinto. I'm on this podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Apple, whatever the fuck that's called. iTunes, that's what it's called.
Jeez.
Yeah, and just plug in the Guinto Bros podcast or the RSS feed at guintobros.podbean.com. And this is a Guinto Bros podcast. Peace out.
Boop.